Who will survive and what will be left of them? Name that tune. I can give you a hint. John Larroquette is the one that did the narrative in the beginning of the movie. The most whatever inane, terrible things that ever happened to anybody. And in the end of it, he says, who will survive and what will be left of them? The most bizarre crimes in the annals of American history. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This shirt actually I own only because I had an obese roommate at one point who ordered this shirt for himself, and it was my birthday and it was too small for him, and he said, could you have it? Look how it fits. Now you get an idea of the difference between us. Don't count on Ozemplar or whatever that thing is that's going to make you lose weight because, well, I don't think RFK Jr. believes in science and the alteration of humanity. You'll be fat till the day you die, and that might be tomorrow. Probably one of the more interesting things, if you want to look at it, is the idea that I never watched that movie till I was about 29, 30 years old. I heard all of the jokes about Leatherface. And when I saw that movie, you see him going, You can see him looking when he's sitting there in that room all alone after he just murdered a couple of people. He's like, how many more are coming? You can see Leatherface is actually concerned about the future. You wouldn't give him that much credit, but he doesn't. He's thinking, how many more of them are coming? He has no idea. And in that very first year that I finally watched the movie, which actually, that movie was at least nominated for an Oscar. I think it got the Oscar for Best Art Direction. In that first year I watched it 100 times at least over that next 365 days. At least. I used to go to sleep to it. I'd wash the dishes to it. I'd plug it into the goddamn the music studio and wash dishes, just hearing going eeng, 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 and I'm sitting, oh, it was just peaceful. The truth is, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was Gunnar Hansen. It wasn't just some stupid thing. I saw it as a sociopathic understanding of a family at work. This family, they were having their problems. First, it starts out with how they attack others, and then it brings it into their house on how they're attacking each other. It's like, oh my gosh, this is tragic. People don't understand that there's so much going on. And the one time they came up at an independent theater there in San Jose, I went to see the midnight showing on the big screen of this thing. And I was like, holy mackerel. And right before it started, I said, I've got to pee. And so I went back through the drapes. You had to go back through the drapes and take a pee. I was lost. I come out. I was at the time Judas doing the Dawn of Betrayal, a 90.5 FM KSJS San Jose. Every Tuesday morning, 6 to 10 drive time. I come out of this damn thing, and I had somehow been trying to figure out how to screw with 92.3, the rock station in San Jose at the time. And, well, I just got to pee. So I went back and I took a pee, and I come out, and there's some DJ from 92.3 going, has anybody? And I came busting out of the back of the curtains right behind him. And he's like, ha! He said, how about we talk to you? I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. He says, what do you think about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Because they're trying to get people's opinions. They're trying to get the idea of that woman being put on a hook. That's all anybody can ever remember. But what we know is that when that girl was put on the hook, you never saw her put on the hook. You imagined it in your mind because you can see how awful people are. I didn't bring any of that up. He was trying to get me to that point. And I said, you know, the thing I like most about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is at one point when there's a split between scenes, it's going and it's the sound of a movie projector going, and not only that, it goes from that where people think it's zooming in on the moon. It does zoom in on the moon, a full moon, but it's not all about the moon. It's about the notion that it's the sound of the movie projector rolling, and it's the look of that xenon light that's throwing something onto the screen. You're on both sides of it at this point. And then it zooms in and it goes to the full moon. And then we're back into the movie. And you want to take me out of the toilet and make me talk about something? I think I got more than you expected to ever see in the toilet. And at that point, that guy had asked me, what's my name? And I said, I'm Archie. But it was a secondhand guess, because what you must realize about Archie is that I'm Judas. and I'm trying to remain quiet. You don't need to know who I am to know what you think. You don't need me to tell you what to do. You don't need me to be questioned. You know the answer. You know the truth. The most bizarre crimes in the annals of American history. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre.